What I'm going to be doing is talking over my record run for Jurassic Park, kind of explaining what's going on along the way so people can understand a little bit more about why I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't foresee the goal route for the Big 20 to be much different than what I'm going to be doing in the run. So, without further ado, let's skip ahead. So immediately, there's going to be 3 eggs right up here. You can get these in a 1 to 2 jumps and a diagonal shot. Very quick. You don't have to even have all of them on screen. Pretty straightforward. Now, the hops are, the more hops you get, the faster you're going to go. It does push you about a frame every time you land. So the more you can land, the better off you are. There are short hops, there are long hops. Let me rewind here a second. This stair shot, you have to be right up no more than this shadow pixel high on that step. If you're up higher than that, you're fine, but if you're not as high of them there for Grant's foot, you're going to fail that shot. So to hit this quickly, you want to be at least this pixel on the stairs above. There will be a copy that sometimes spawns up there. Back here, there's a 2 jumps to the left. Then you can shoot diagonal left and hit the egg that's right here. That copy sometimes spawns in the way, so I shot 3 there. Sometimes I'll throw blue at it because blues are worth 6 of the brass. I avoid a lot of the ammo pickups because I'm going bare minimum for the T-Rex so I can get that ammo pickup off the T-Rex. This could potentially be done faster, but the Compy RNG spawning on the rooftop is rather hit or miss. You can get up to 2 of them there. That time we only had the 1, but getting 2 up there means trying to clip the corner shot is not likely to happen safely. So I usually opt to do the left side last to pick it up and clear out any copies that might be in the way, or if I don't get the chance to jump over them. Now in here, there is a 1-up in that right room, but I will say that as soon as you touch the pixels for this egg on the left and shoot, the egg is directly in line with that other one. So you don't even have to have it on screen all the way as long as you've shot when that pixel, when you make contact with the pixel, that egg to pick it up. Now the 1-up is, let me back up just a hair. That might be a little bit too far. Okay, one more time. The 1-up is right here. So if you are in need of extra 1-ups for the marathon run, there is one hidden 1-up right here. You don't have to talk to that computer. That computer is worthless. I'll switch to blue here to kill through the copy. Keycard spawns up there. You want to shoot the last egg in advance so that way you have the chance for the keycard to spawn in. There's about a 2-second delay on being able to pick one up. We're going to go to the left side first in this building. That top power, or that top box on the left side, is one of the couple of invulnerability boxes. This one right here. So if you are not comfortable with running through there, this is a temporary invulnerability which should last you through collecting the eggs, mostly down in this area. We want to go to the left side first because our computer's on the right and we need the keycard to spawn before we can talk to that computer. This box right here is a health pickup. So if you've taken damage, grab that one. Do not touch the farthest one. That is a damage box. Now I line up here. I will blast a couple of shots here, and then I will switch ammo back to the blue to do a straight shot up to kill this compy and shoot this egg. And then I will change ammo again to hit the egg that's going to spawn up on the right. And then jump from this corner of the door. So my peak of the jump is right at the door frame corner, and shoot towards the top left to hit the egg up there. Now my ammo is very calculated. Aside from the brass shots, those are however many I have is however many I have outside of the first level. There is another one up right here. So if you need that second one up, it's right there. This is a health pickup. Running through this door and then hitting the right down diagonal will 99% of the time allow you to hit this raptor, as long as it's not like directly in front of the door. As soon as you see the as soon as you see the windows cascade away after selecting gate control, you are free to mash start to exit out of this screen. That is a damage box. Don't touch it. You're going to have a compy most times meet you at this doorway if you took this exact route, just like so. That was me getting my ammo ready for the second stage. Now the Triceratops Stampede is completely set, so just memorize the pattern and it's pretty safe to get through. Diagonals are your friends when avoiding. I'm just showing off in this part because I've run this Stampede so many times. I'm just pushing as close as I can to these just for the heck of it. And I will eventually get Tim to run over because we're going to pick up a health box that will get us about half of our health back. And this is where I'm going to clip Tim to get him stomped because why not? Having Tim get hit versus getting Grant hit will save you a little bit of life. So if you are really struggling on this one and your life is very low, try and get Tim hit before Grant. That'll save you about 1 or 2 bars. This is the hardest one. You want to make sure you're going down right diagonal. All right, now is the first major trick shot. Right here is a hidden health box. I will land on that, shoot straight down to start this 4 egg shot. I'm going to blast through that guy, so that way I'm going to hit that bottom egg first because that top egg is the faster pickup. I'm using my last blue because there's a raptor right there. You can hit that there or on the way back out, either one. If you don't cross that line, I will pause it here. There's 1 egg down here. I'm using this rock as my guide on where I'm trying to line up my shots. Let's see if I can back it up just a tiny bit. So I'm going to use myself half lined up on that rock to shoot downward, because that's where the egg is. And then a jump diagonal shot to the left will let me hit this egg here. And then just running straight right off of that rock will let me hit this egg. Now that egg up at the top can be shot as you're going through this door. I switch here to do a jump shot, a full jump to hit this egg. I'll switch back to greens and shoot twice to kill the raptor that's here. Now there is a line right here. Once you cross that, there's a raptor that will spawn on the down right side here. But we're going to come up on a fairly narrow fairly narrow shot downward that is hitting the egg in the trees. You have like a 1 to 2 pixel window to land this shot. So if only my media player would let me pause faster. Come on. Okay. Okay, one more time. Right about here is the gap you want to see between Grant and the trees. You'll hear it more than see it, because that egg is spawning right at the very bottom of the screen. But as you can see, I'm not crossing this line, because as soon as I cross this line, there's a raptor that's going to spawn down in this area. Now there's another invulnerability box I'm going to go for, which makes the last 2 rooms extremely safe. And also shoot through the tree to hit one of the last eggs. Right here is one of the eggs. The invulnerability box is right here. Little up left there. I use this rock to line up my shot down here. And then I'm unloading any extra ammo for the T-Rex smash, because we need around 30 shots to handle the T-Rex. I like having a little bit extra for comfort, because I can just mash away without regards to my ammo in this point. The eggs in the raft do not matter. I am using a set rhythm, as you can see my inputs. Avoid that hit. I caught a little bit too late. That first one, though, with a log is unavoidable going quickly. There is there's currents that you can't see, but you'll kind of feel as you play. To avoid them on this one, you're going to go 2 up, 2 right, 3 up, and then hard left. I do believe the pattern is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then hard left. That gets you through there without bumping any of the hidden collisions with the islands. And then right here, we're going to aim for this ledge, which lets us get by this log without getting hit. Then stay holding left to get around this one. I did collide there a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. Now I'm lining up here about the rock distance away from it in an up left diagonal, because I'm going to mash as soon as I can once the T-Rex's head lines up with the bazooka, and as close as I can, because if I don't have pixels showing up at my bullets, I can get more in to get more damage on the T-Rex. Now I'm going for the half cycle here. The third, he's going to drop his head again right about here for the half cycle, and then come up to little bit before this grass, before he gets comes up and comes to your health pole. You want to be, if you're not comfortable with doing the half cycle, I only have 1 bar left, so I only need like 2 shots maybe coming at him. So I made the decision, I'm going to do the half cycle. The 3 cycle, you want to make sure you're no higher than your ammo ball on your count. If you're up higher than that, you will get eaten. But that one and that very first one are the 2 easiest to get as many shots in as possible. The one facing down, you're going to get pixels showing up of your ammo, so it's not quite as easy to get more shots in, because there is limits on how many ammo shots can be on the screen at a time. 3 brass, 2 green, 2 blue, and 1 set of copper. Copper don't show up until stage 3, but they are the best when you're handling the T-Rex. But for the Big 20 event, that is not important, because we're not going to see the T-Rex after this fight. I unload, so I get that massive 40 ammo pickup. That one is health. I'm going to be shooting up here to get the egg there with 1 green and 1 yellow, or copper, bronze, whatever you want to call it. I need at least 3 points of damage going up, because there's going to be a compy that will usually be in the path of the egg up here. So safety shot. Now I line up halfway between the motion detector and the rock and fire a shot up as I'm still moving upwards, because the egg is in this alignment. It is not fully on this rock, it is half over. So as long as you're splitting the rock with the ammo, you will hit the egg up here. But we are also going to hit this rock and go a hard right diagonal to hit an egg that is off the side of the screen here. That was a shot discovered by Beta X Complainer, and one that has saved nearly 30 seconds off the run. I think it is a huge time save. And here we go, because now we don't have to go up there at all. Fire 2 shots as soon as you enter these trees, because there's a raptor going to be coming at you by the time you cross this. The path through here is in a V shape, kind of like, well, a W shape. So this is the safe route through the trees. You're not going to hit any of the tree trunks that are in here. I shoot it so I don't have to go up and say hi to that raptor coming down. I try to hit this raptor with the blue shot after I pick it up, but most times I miss, and I'd rather take a compy hit than a raptor hit for health-wise. I got clipped by the raptor. Now here, you could try and shoot this egg, but it's a very, very narrow window, and it's like a 1 pixel chance to land the shot. And I do believe you have to be in a jumping in the middle of a jump to make that shot. I haven't been able to replicate it very often, but it can happen. It doesn't really save much time, but you know, it could potentially save some time later on. And I did land it. What I was trying to do with that first shot there was, let me back it up just a tiny bit. So I'm saving this egg because we're going to come back over here to that building that we started at for turning on the power for the computer maze. So this one is saved so we don't have to go out of our way to pick up the key card. I'm going to be switching to the blue ammo because there's a raptor that will typically spawn in the path of the egg I'm going to try and shoot, which I miss in this video. If I was over just a little bit more, if this ammo shot was right like a full size over, we would have hit the egg. There's plenty of chances if you miss that one when you're running by. Now, excuse me. Let me go back through this one more time because it takes a little bit more of explaining going through the trees in this spot. What I'm going to do is I hit this trunk, which will line me up with a up left diagonal shot to this egg. And then I'm going to go, once I hit that egg, I'm going to bounce back down and be in line for a shot going left to this egg. Like as soon as I see that egg get shot, I'm holding left. I do have to say I do not bounce off of this one. It's up left, and by the time I come off that and I hear that or see that egg get shot, I'm going to flick hard left, hit this egg. There is a path through here, coming up through here, and down through here. There's a window into this spot. But this whole path right here is clear. So I'm going to hit this egg. Prior runs to getting the YOLO shot, you're going to be, I line myself up around in here once I hit this egg, just based off of, from the feel of the screen where position is, because it's kind of a blind shot, and then up left diagonal shot. You have a fairly large pixel window to hit the egg. That would be right here. This ammo is only 5. It's not worth picking up, so don't even bother. So I tried to make sure that raptor followed as far as possible because raptors and the spitting dinosaurs cannot be on the screen at the same time. So that's one way to keep these from spawning in your face, is to try and drag that raptor up with you as much as possible. One thing that I did learn from the tasks is you can, if you have the jump pattern down to a decent degree, you can just cut this corner right up to it, and you should not have too much of a problem with this guy. But if you are not comfortable with going as quickly as I usually am on these runs, just keep going and follow the route that I'm showing on this, which is jump hard down, left, and you'll be able to clear that copy. But you should be able to clear it at that along the lake edge. So in here is another extra life right here. So again, if you need it, grab it. If not, don't worry about it then. Keep an ear out for that spitter, because if you don't hear it after hitting these two or see it, you're going to have a raptor right here. So if you hear it, good. You don't have to worry about the raptor. And it despawned. Now important, hard right diagonal here. Count 3 jumps is what I do, and then I shoot immediately because this raptor will spawn in your face. As you can see, I double shot, no big deal. That happens. The reason why I'm making sure this raptor dies is because if I leave this raptor on screen, right now I'm going to have a raptor in my face. There will be a raptor spawning right here if there is one on screen. So killing that keeps it from showing up here. Make our way over. Try and jump over or avoid the compies, of course. Ignore this one. Right here, I'm going for the blue ammo pickup. This is our first computer. You'll see on my tracker I have the numeric code for the order on which is closest to the entrance. So this would be the second computer. The next one we got to hit is the fourth, the last, 56317. It might not be the best way to do it, but that's just the way I have always remembered it. You only have to talk to it. You can exit out immediately. You don't have to jump on that ammo. You can actually just barely walk up to it and graze it. So this V jump is not optimized anymore. That would be our fourth one. So our second one in the order. Leave this one alive. Otherwise, you're going to see a raptor right in your face up here. Again, spitters and raptors cannot be on the same screen. I am counting the number of jumps per room in my head to keep track of when I stop jumping. Because you cannot jump through doorways, you will stop dead. You will have a dead stop in your motion forward. That raptor does not always spawn, but be ready for it. It does and it doesn't. You'll almost always have a raptor on the way down. That was bad spawn. Now, sometimes, okay, don't touch this box. This box bad. Skip back a couple real quick. Because I forgot to mention, this box up here is good. That's health box if you need it. Every dinosaur will drop ammo equal to the number of basic shots it takes to kill it. Do not touch this box. That box is a full death. You have total jump clearance over it, so I recommend doing that if you feel comfortable, or just go around it. This is the number 6, so our fifth one. How that missed, I don't know. We are making our way back towards the front to get to computer number 3, which is in the room right up here. This box up there is also health. This room is terrible at RNG, so be warned, copies are going to be brutal. So now we're making our way back to our final computer right here. And this is the final one for the Big 20. This box is a full death. Avoid it at all costs if you're not with iframes. One thing to note is if you're at full life and you do take the hit from a volcano rock and you land on this box, it will still take your full health away because you do not have the iframes when you touch that box. So be warned of trying to jump over that box on the way down. And if there's rocks coming up, you could I was taking the risk because I wasn't going to lose much. I was going to lose the life either way, so no risk really there aside from just taking the hit. Now up here is the one up hidden on this level. I will actually grab this one on the way back down because it lines me up for that egg. Now right here, I just shoot around this rock. It won't eat my shot. It's just helping me line up. But the path this rock takes is where an egg is. So I'm going to shoot again up here and then right around this post for that egg. I prep a blue shot for right here because you can get up to 3 compies spawning right in this spot. And only 2 should end up in your path at most. So that'll completely clear through and hit the egg as long as you're touching the bottom section of this rock. Now this one you can potentially just walk under if it's bouncing. Just don't jump into it. So you could occasionally avoid taking a hit from this rock. Now the route I'm taking here, I'm following this lake straight down. There will be a compy up here. I'm moving in this direction on purpose to bait this compy up so I can take it out before I start doing a trick shot on the top of these stairs. And I use blue because this compy, and there's another compy down here that could potentially block a shot from any other shot or any other ammo. Now, right now I have 2 ammo on the screen. I have to wait till one of these leaves the screen before I can shoot a 3rd shot, which is why that took a couple of loops. Now, I'm just going to jump shoot this egg and avoid this ammo. And in all intents and purposes for the Big 20 race, I completely would say go for that. Same with that initial green ammo at the start of the level. You don't necessarily need it, but if you're not comfortable with your ammo management like I am, pick them up. They're not that far out of the way, and you can save a shot just by running over and collecting both. Getting ready because the raptor could be here or down there, depending on how far it traveled. This is where we got to go with our key card to collect the dynamite. There can be up to 2 compies, one up here and one down here. Now this building is always the same. 1 spitter, 2 compies. I kill the spitter first just so I don't have to hear it. Now we move on to the nests. We have to collect the eggs in the caves before we can plant the dynamite. And pretty straightforward for that one. It's the shortest one and out. Now, staying with this route, I'm going to go as quickly as possible. As long as I'm not bumping into any of the rocks or taking a hit from a compy, I am able to take what I call the top route around that volcano at the middle cave. So I'm going to be going top route around that rock. Now, 1 diagonal left jump lines us up for the copper shot to hit this egg. You cannot hit this egg with any other shot because of how Grant lines up with his bazooka. You'll miss with any other ammo type, so you want to be about halfway around on that shot. Let me see if I can pause it on that shot alone so you can see the placement. So about halfway across, that lets you hit this egg. Now, if you're feeling really froggy, the TAS will take out this raptor and this egg on the way around and use a bolus shot to clip around the next 3 eggs. That is not easily done. I will say that right now, because we can't always predict how this dinosaur is going to run. Sometimes it's in the way, most times it's not. So I just shoot this egg, collect the 3 there, but the TAS is able to shoot a copper shot from about here and hit all 3 of these eggs, because you can jump shot and clear the hitbox of this rock. Sometimes that one will despawn for the raptor. You can either do what I'm doing now, the bolus shot to hit the 2 eggs over here, or fire one from this plane and jump and hit one at the top of the jump for the top egg. I use that raptor to line up these 2 the 2 eggs here. So I just 1 bullet takes out all 3, and then I ammo switch to the very next ammo to hit this one. That's our weakest shot. And a fun glitch happens when you're shooting through doorways. You just unload. So this raptor is probably going to get annihilated. Yep. Now we're ready for blue shots to clear potential raptor there, raptor in this doorway, and now we should not have to shoot for the entire rest of this cave. Now you can go around this and save some health, or you just YOLO and run through. There are times when this rock does not spawn in time, and you're able to actually get right on past it before it does. On that 1 in like 20 chance, I always go straight through, because even if I take the rock, I can run through this box and not have to worry about it, because I will land before touching that box and get my iframes to just run through it. And it's safe. It's quicker to go through than it is around. Now I have an overabundance of ammo. All right, this section here, I'm going to line myself up with the corner here, shooting downward right diagonal. And then this rock too, and this rock as well. That will let us hit all 3 of these eggs fairly quickly and easily. You only have 1 shot though from this one. So if you're not comfortable enough at shooting before this raptor comes out, use a blue so it'll clear the raptor and hit the egg. Now this one up here, I'm going to line myself up with the bottom of this rock and shoot left to hit all 3 there, and then I can step on the X and be done. And now it's literally just waiting out the timer. And that is the end of the Big 20 part of it. Staying in any cave would normally cause a game over, but the last cave will just take whatever health you have on the life you're on and set it to nothing. And just showing off the only glitch we've found, shooting that egg 1 billion times. So in a nutshell, that is the Big 20 run. for Jurassic Park. Hopefully y'all find this useful. I am more than willing to talk about or go over anything while on stream, or just via Discord, via Twitch. Just get a hold of me if you have any questions regarding the run. I can answer to the best of my ability. Outside of the routing, I know a little bit more, but not. I can say I don't know 100% of this game. I know like 98% of it. There might be a couple of boxes I'm not sure exactly if there's health or not, because I just don't touch them. Yeah. Find me on, hit me up on Discord if need be. Lynn Carius, of course. Same with Twitch. All right. Thanks for watching, and best of luck.